Welcome to Drunk News with your host, Sparky Mead. Sports news with Woody Austin. And nerd news with Mason Mansfield. Also starring Coconut Mayfield and Dickie Mead.
Welcome to Drunk News. I'm Sparky Mead. I'm here with Mason Mansfield and Woody Austin. Today in Drunk News, we'd like to talk, we'll start off with some local news. Local-ish, for the most part. Anyway, just north of Milwaukee, a couple days ago, an 80-year-old woman landed a plane that was on low fuel.
That's an old bitch.
After her 81-year-old husband had a heart attack while he himself was controlling the plane. Unfortunately for her, well, not unfortunately, fortunately for her, 30 years prior, her man put his foot down and he said, "Bitch, you're getting flight lessons."
Censor.
Right? So he put her down. She decided to learn what she decided to learn was taking off and landing. She learned those things. She never got a license. However, she knew enough that while she was in the air, she radioed her son, who was also a pilot, who was able to tell her what was going on. And while he was questioning her, being an 80-year-old woman, and if you know an 80-year-old woman personally, you know they're a little bit stubborn.
They can't drive.
Hell no, they can't drive. They can
Hell,
fly.
women shouldn't drive in general. Put that on the record.
Apparently they can fly, though, because he radioed her and he said this, this, and this, and she called 911 about her husband. However, when they decided to dispatch another plane, she got very angry and she said, "Hey, you don't trust me?" All this stuff. She got offensive, as a woman would. But either way. So, unfortunately, her husband passed away at the wheel. Fortunately, she was able to land the plane because of lessons she took 30 years ago at the urging of her husband.
They still call it a wheel if you're flying?
I believe so.
I thought it was called the cockpit.
Well, it is the cockpit, but they don't call it the cock. You're not controlling the cock.
What?
It's usually men. That's why they call
Well,
it.
if I wrote the rules.
We don't fly planes. We don't fly planes. In other news, unfortunately, Monday and Tuesday, there were some tornadoes that went through the Dallas and Fort Worth area. We wish, condolences for everyone who was there. It's obviously terrible, but clearly Texas is used to tornadoes. It is tornado season. I have spoken with people from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They kind of brushed it off. What more can I say? There it goes.
Your house has wheels, people. Move out of the way.
Boom. Attach it to your truck, because I know you're driving Fords.
Are tornadoes bigger in Texas?
Everything's bigger in Texas. Especially debts, hillbillies, and the like.
Well, so much for Texas viewership.
In drunk news, the UK has recently told their dentists to begin checking for alcohol habits during their regular checkups. Drunk News is surprised to discover that the UK has dentists in general, but apparently they're doing this because alcohol use leads to mouth cancer and throat cancer and other things like that. But we don't believe in that. In other drunk news, Canada has begun to sell 60 packs of Coors Light. Let me run that.
Going to Canada!
Let me run that by you one more time. I've seen 30 racks. Seen 24 cases, 18s,
Whoa,
12s,
what?
6s. I've seen 15 packs of the 16-ounce aluminum cans. I've never seen a goddamn 60-pack of bottles.
Is it
Not
cheaper?
bottles, it's cans, I'm sorry.
Never thought I'd say this, but I'm jealous of Canada.
You heard it first.
I'm jealous of
For
Canada.
one time in ever, America, jealous of Canada.
Besides free healthcare.
Moving on.
Communist.
Moving on. In the Miss Universe pageant, which is run in part by Donald Trump, apparently there is an entry out of Canada, speaking of Canada, who is a transvestite, was born a male, got it chopped off, became female, and is now attempting to be Miss Universe. And I can't speak for Mason, but I can speak for Woody and myself. Yesterday we looked at pictures. She's not the worst.
Could not tell that it was a dude at all, Sparky.
I myself have seen worse looking women who were born women. Doesn't mean I'd put it in, but it's a different story.
He has.
So
Let's keep that off the record.
as far as that story goes, she was given entrance to the Miss Universe pageant by the okay of Donald Trump himself. He wished her the best of luck. So we're going to move on now. Speaking of transvestites, we're going to move on to Woody Austin.
Alright, we're back from break here. Sorry about that. Producer had to cut me off. I got a little sexist. Which will happen with Woody Austin on the prowl. But moving on to sports. We're going to touch up on the bounty scandal here. I'm going to ask my coworkers here, right off the bat, bullshit or legit?
Bullshit.
Bullshit?
Censor. Legit.
Bullshit.
Legit. Okay, first of all, defense, go for the kill, big hits, incentive, not about the money, no bounty, just about building teams. Moving on, Sean Payton does not deserve to be suspended.
Hell no.
He's a good man. Went to his son's bar mitzvah.
It's a good time.
Going on to NBA, still mostly black. Moving on to hockey, still mostly white. Let's get to the real sports.
Facts.
Cut to the chase right now.
Only facts here at Drunk News.
Who would have figured?
Cold hard facts, like cold hard salami at a deli. Sachin Tendulkar, cricketer for India.
My favorite cricketer.
My favorite too. If you don't love cricket, fuck you. 100th century
Censor.
international play. If you don't know what a century is, you need to watch more cricket. A century is 100 runs in one innings. One innings, 100 runs. He had to run 20 yards 100 times in one innings.
2,000 yards.
100th century makes him one of the best cricketers in the history of cricket, which we all know is storied, extensive, and awesome.
In America.
Also, it makes Albert Pujols, look like a Sally.
A girl.
Best. Breaking news. Tiger Woods in the Masters. I didn't pay for that.
I heard Tiger was still on top.
Tiger is on top. He's going to be
On top.
blazing through this tournament.
I'm a Denny's waitress.
Blazing.
Did I say blazing?
Blazing.
Meant blazing.
Blazing.
Blazing. Young Guns, Rory McIlroy and Bubba Watson, who's white.
And also, in not so recent news, Bubba Watson dropped $100,000 on the General Lee. Why? Because he loves America.
Bubba Watson loves America. And his mama.
Loves America.
Good kid. But Tiger Woods at Augusta, Masters, green jacket, belongs to Tiger.
Plus, he's probably been getting into it again.
And he's probably banging Denny's waitresses. I mean, have you been to a Denny's?
Not lately.
Well, I have.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Besides the Cubs never winning a World Series ever, that's about it for sports on my part.
Never again.
So I'm gonna pass this mic back to you, Sparky. And speaking of Sparks,
You can't lay down there. No, not in this studio. Wait till next week. We'll see. We need to move studios. But this ain't the studio you can smoke in. You can leave it there, but you can't smoke here. We're bringing this microphone back to Mason Mansfield.
I hate that guy.
Don't we all?
Oh, hey, Mason.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mason Mansfield here with your little tech news. Just letting you know, in Arizona recently, they're trying to pass a bill. Censor. Anyways, in Arizona, they're trying to pass a bill lately that is on the internet, it's exploding as an anti-troll bill. Well, what the old people in Arizona are trying to pass is
Why you mad, Arizona?
It's an anti-bully bill. And what this anti-bully bill is, any remarks online which are negative in demeanor.
That is discriminatory against kids named Billy.
Let me finish.
Billy's a good kid. I know.
Censor. Anyways, Billy is a good guy. I know him. Anyways,
Wait, aren't trolls the people that live under a bridge and eat children?
Answer me these questions 3 and such.
Yeah, that's
you shall not pass.
That too. You would.
Anyways, trolls in Arizona law are anyone who says a negative comment or means a negative misdemeanor in any way. But, however, and as much as I can remember right now, is a negative